All right, in this example, we're going to look at a function that passes a value. And we're going to use our currency conversion example from a previous chapter. And just to refresh your memory, if you didn't watch that video, we have a script that prompts the user to enter how many dollars they want to convert to British pounds. We have an if statement that checks to make sure that they entered something greater than 0, and then we have our output depending on if it met the condition or not. And so what we're going to do in this video, or in this example, is we're going to move this code, the condition testing, up into a function. And so somewhere down in our body, we're going to ask the user to enter the dollars. Once we have that stored in a variable, we're then going to call the function passing the variable dollars in, and we'll have our output here. Oops. Now, in a, oops, where's my undo? Okay. Now, if we wanted to actually have our output statement here in the body section, then we could use the return statement to return a value out of that function. So, and there are plenty of examples of this in your textbook. So let me go ahead and go up into the head section of the document. I'm going to open up some script tags. I'm going to take the code, well, let me go ahead and define the function. I'm going to name this convert dollars. Now when I set it up, I'm going to add the name of the variable that I'm going to receive. And then I'm going to open up my curly braces and then copy this information in. So I'm just going to cut it out there and I'm going to paste it in here. All right. So make sure you pay attention to these. As we get more and more complicated in our scripts, we need to be very careful that our opening and closing curly braces match up. Notice we have two closing curly braces here because the first one is an inside curly brace. It's closing that else statement, and this curly brace is matching up with the opening curly brace of the function. So we're going to receive something named dollars. Now we don't have to match these names up, but a lot of people like to. You can actually change them to where they have different names inside and outside the function. But we're going to go ahead and leave that alone. So we have our function convert dollars. Down here we're asking the user to enter how many dollars they're going to convert. And then we're going to go ahead and issue our function call to do convert dollars. Of course, I have a caps lock key on. So we're going to convert dollars. Now, if we leave this blank, it's not going to send any value into the function, and the function is sitting here waiting for a value for it to do its work. So you need to be sure when you write the function call, if you need to send something in, then you go ahead and include that. And so what it's going to do is take whatever's stored in variable, and it's going to send that into our function. It's going to be received right here, and then it will go ahead and execute the code. So it's pretty much the same functionality that we had before. Where this comes in real handy when you're not prompting people for values, when you're taking stuff off of a form, or if you have a button that they can click to submit their value, the dollars they want to convert, you can actually tie the function call to the action that they take. We'll work with the on-click event later on that says if they click a button, then go off and run some code that we've predefined. But we don't have a whole lot to use just quite yet in the course, so we're going to try to make it simple. So I'm going to go ahead and do a save as. I'm going to change currency conversion to currency conversion function.html. I already have a copy of it there, so I'm going to replace it, and then I'm going to jump over to my, where I'm making this page in Canvas. I'm going to go to a different page. Let's see, I'm just going to do a Control O and I'm going to open up our currency conversion function. So it asks me how many dollars I want to convert. I want to convert 47, so it's going to store that in the variable dollars. Then it's going to call the function, and it's going to send the 47 into the function, where it'll validate to make sure it's greater than 0, and if it is greater than 0, it will give me my answer. So that right there, just a simple explanation of how functions work. So what we're going to do next is we're going to move on to the next chapter, and we're going to look at the native objects that are built into the program so we can start having expanding our functionality a little bit more.